You're rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
VR46 team rider Fabio Di Giannantonio finally spoke about his experience in the 2025 Hungarian MotoGP sprint race. Di Gia admitted that he really struggled to catch Marc Marquez, who performed very consistently from the start of the race. According to him, Marquez possessed incredible speed in every sector of the track, making the gap increasingly difficult to close. Despite several attempts to push in the corners, Di Gia was still unable to close significantly. Marc was on a different level today. I tried to maintain the rhythm, but it was very difficult to get close. He was very strong, especially on corner exits, and that's what made it difficult for me, said Fabio Di Giannantonio. Despite not being able to keep up with Marquez in the sprint race, Di Gia emphasized that he will continue working hard with the VR46 team to find the best bike setup ahead of the main race. He believes this valuable experience in Hungary will provide important lessons for the next series. Here's the full news. VR46 team rider Fabio Di Giannantonio put in a solid performance in the 2025 Hungarian MotoGP sprint race. However, after the race, Di Gia acknowledged how difficult it was to catch Marc Marquez, who once again demonstrated his qualities as one of the best riders of all time. The short race, lasting only 11 laps, was played at a high pace from the start. Di Giannantonio made a strong start, finishing in the top 5 and immediately trying to close in on the front group. Marc Marquez, who had been aggressive from the start, quickly took control and led the race. For the first 2 laps, Di Gia managed to maintain a gap to Marquez. He even pushed in the final sector of the Hungaroring track, which is known for its combination of slow and fast corners. However, upon entering the 4th lap, Marquez's racing rhythm was completely different. The Gresini rider was able to maintain a consistent time of under 1 minute 38 seconds, while Di Gia began to lose several tenths of a second in each sector. This race was very tough for me. The Hungaroring track has many technical corners, and Marc was able to maintain a steady pace, especially in sectors 2 and 3. That's where I really fell behind. I tried braking deeper, but it was still difficult to get close, said Fabio Di Giannantonio after the sprint race. Besides speed, Di Gia also highlighted the tire issue. According to him, using a medium rear tire, which should have improved grip, actually caused him to lose traction quickly when forcing the corner exit. Meanwhile, Marquez seemed more comfortable with his choice, allowing him to accelerate without much trouble. The tires were a major factor. As soon as I tried to be more aggressive, the tires heated up quickly and the bike started to drift a bit. Marc didn't experience that problem, on the contrary, he got stronger. That made it even more difficult for me to stay in the race with him, he added. However, Di Giannantonio emphasized that the sprint race result wasn't the end of the world. He remained optimistic about his performance with the VR46 team. For him, being in a competitive position behind Marc Marquez is already a positive sign, considering the intense competition this season with many top riders from both manufacturers and satellite teams. We have great potential and I believe in the team's hard work. This sprint didn't meet our target, but we gained a lot of valuable data for the main race. I will try different strategies, especially regarding tires and electronic settings, to maintain a more stable pace, he explained. The 2025 Hungarian MotoGP marks the Hungaroring's debut on the modern MotoGP calendar, and the challenges of the track are proving to be unique. For Di Gia, this first experience was indeed difficult, especially having to face the speed of Marquez. However, he is determined to learn from his mistakes and hopes to surprise in Sunday's full race. Marc is at a very high level. But that's no reason to give up. In fact, it motivates me to work even harder, so that one day I can compete with him to the finish line, it concluded Di Giannantonio optimistically. Francesco Bagnaia is under intense scrutiny. As the reigning world champion and Ducati icon, his performance in the 2025 MotoGP season has actually looked shaky. In recent races, Bagnaia has struggled to find consistency and has often been caught in grueling duels without achieving maximum results. This situation has increased pressure from the public, the media, and even Ducati management. Amidst this situation, an unexpected figure has made a surprising statement. Marco Rigamonti, Marc Marquez's crew chief at Ducati, expressed his readiness to help Bagnaia if the rider requests it. Rigamonti, a longtime MotoGP veteran, is known as the mastermind behind Marc Marquez's technical adjustments to his bike, which are now shining again with Ducati. He stated that although his primary role is to assist Marquez, he doesn't deny himself the opportunity to share input if his teammate needs it. "I know Pecco is going through a difficult time. Every rider goes through a phase where the bike doesn't suit his riding style. If Pecco wants to discuss things or simply ask for additional perspective, I'm ready to help. Ultimately, we're on the same team, and our goal is to keep Ducati at the top," Rigamonti said in an interview. This statement immediately became a hot topic in the paddock. It's rare for a crew chief from another rider to openly offer assistance to a rival in the same garage. The internal rivalry between Marc Marquez and Bagnaia has recently become one of MotoGP's main stories, especially after Marquez's more consistent performance on the latest Ducati bike, while Bagnaia has been under pressure. However, Rigamonti's attitude is seen as a reflection of maturity and professionalism. He emphasized that while the competition may be heated on the track, behind the scenes, team cohesion is crucial to counter the rapidly growing dominance of manufacturers like Aprilia and KTM. Many observers believe that Rigamonti's offer could be a great opportunity for Bagnaia to escape the pressure. With his extensive experience and meticulous work ethic, Rigamonti is able to offer a fresh perspective on both motorcycle setup and racing strategy. Now the decision rests with Bagnaia. Will he humble his ego and accept Rigamonti's help in order to regain his best form? Or will he choose to persist with his own path, despite the risks? One thing is certain, the dynamics within the Ducati garage will be increasingly interesting to follow. A small helping hand from Rigamonti could be the key to Bagnaia's resurgence, or open a new chapter in the increasingly heated internal rivalry with Marc Marquez.
You're rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place off the liquor that we chase.